Welcome everyone who's new. Welcome back everyone who's returning. My name is Jack. I'm the Holistic Siren. And today I'm going to do the what to expect over the next 5 days reading. So welcome everyone on TikTok Live. Welcome everyone on YouTube. One thing I have been guided to say from my spirit guides starting out these videos, if you are here, you are clearly drawn to my energy. You are meant to be here and are meant to work with me in some capacity. So when you feel called, go check out the link in my bio. If you're on TikTok, to check out my courses, guides, etc., etc. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link is in the description box to check out my guides and courses and all that fun stuff. All right. So today, I'm going to hop into the reading. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread for everybody. Okay. But if you are ready for the reading, comment ready. I am big on interaction. So comment ready, you guys. And we do have a 50K like goal if you're watching this on TikTok Live. So please tap, tap, tap the screen to like the live. All right, so here we go. God's first universe, divine creator of all things, only for our highest and best, and through your divine love and light. 111 in the live. What do these beautiful souls need to know about the next 5 days? Next 5 days. So if you're watching this on TikTok, this will be your weekly reading, Monday through Friday. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's just what to expect over the next 5 days. All right. So first card in the Celtic cross spread, it's a 10 card spread, is your overall energy right now. Okay. Second card is what's crossing you or any challenges. Third card is what you're meant to focus on this upcoming week or the next 5 days. Fourth card is your recent past. I'm being called to say with like recent past 3 weeks ago, because when I'm recording this, it's the last day of Mercury retrograde. Thank God. Okay. So I would say like 3 weeks ago. So think 3 weeks ago. So that would be what? Like the last week of April. What was going on then for you guys? Coley, thank you for subscribing, babe. Thank you so much. And guys, keep tapping the screen to like the live. We got a 50K like goal. All right, so the fifth card is your strengths over the next 5 days. Sixth card is the near future. So near future would be the 5th day. Okay, so for TikTokers, this would be Friday for you. And then YouTube would just be the 5th day. Okay, whoa. All right. Seventh card is the suggested approach. The 8th card is what you need to know about the next 5 days. Ooh, shit. Oh. Cards are, you guys see this? Like, cards are flying, man. Okay. The 9th card represents your hopes and fears. Grace, I only do private readings, so if you would like to do a private reading via Zoom, just comment Zoom, and I'll tell you the energy exchange. Allison, thank you for subscribing, babe. Thank you everyone who's subscribing. It really supports my channel. I love you guys so, so much. Okay, so Grace, a private reading with me on Zoom is 555. So comment 555 if you would like to book with me. Okay. Oh, thank you. And then the 10th card is the potential outcome. All right, so Grace, you just have to pay the $555 to my Venmo or Cash App. The link is in my TikTok bio. Okay, it's the link right below my profile picture. So just comment Venmo or Cash App, Grace, so I can confirm that I received it from you. And after the live, I'll send you my booking calendar. Okay? Hey, Tabitha, good morning. Hey, guys, good morning. All right, so here we go. So bottom of the deck is the foundational energy, all right? So 8 of Swords is the foundational energy for the next 5 days, all right? Or your weekly readings, depending on when you're watching this, okay? Oh, yes, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in here. So grateful for all of your beautiful, beautiful, loving energy. Okay, I hope you guys have a beautiful day today. Anyway, Eight of Swords. All right, so I feel like for some reason on this Eight of Swords, I'm getting like much needed clarity. Much needed clarity coming in this week. Okay, I feel like this Mercury retrograde over the last 3 weeks has been a doozy, okay? Like a lot of confusion, a lot of like, where is my life going? Where's my career going? Where's my relationship going? Like whatever bucket of life. Comment like where you've been confused. Is it your relationships? Is it your finances? Is it your career? Is it just like your spirituality or personal development, right? So this Eight of Swords is like, the clarity coming in is the part you've played in having lack of clarity, right? The self-sabotaging habits or the lack of consistency you've had with regard to ascertaining clarity. So what I'm feeling is, all right, so, and Grace, I didn't see if you commented Venmo or Cash App. I just need to know where you're going to pay for the reading so I can confirm I received it. So Grace, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, what I'm kind of feeling, okay, so I have to ask you guys a question and be honest with me. And this is a question your spirit guides are prompting me to ask you. Who in here is every day consistently meditating, grounding, and journaling? Comment consistent or inconsistent. So if you're consistent, I mean every day. If it's every so often and not daily, comment inconsistent. Are you consistently every day doing those 3 things, or are you not? Okay. So this is part of the clarity. This is part of the clarity. I guarantee you, everyone in here wants a better relationship with their spirit guides, right? Comment relationship if that resonates. Who here wants a better relationship with their spirit guides and also a better connection with your gifts? Comment relationship. Yeah, all of you. Okay, so the clarity that you're getting is kicking off with me right here, because what I'm going to tell you is, if you are not meditating, journaling, and grounding every day, you are not doing the things that are conducive to you improving and maintaining the connection with your spirit guides. So you guys keep asking for clarity, guidance, signs. But then your anxiety just keeps going up because you keep asking, but you're doing nothing to improve the relationship you have. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? Comment makes sense if that resonates. Okay. So what I'm not even in like the full spread yet. So you guys have to hold yourselves accountable here. This isn't like the sexy answer. This is like the legitimate answer. All right. If you guys aren't willing to do the work, the consistent work, then you're not going to have faith in your higher power. You're not going to feel like you're divinely guided throughout every day of your life. You're going to have a lot of anxiety around this, right? And I know a lot of you are coming into your gifts and you have no idea what's going on, okay? Or you're just like, okay, what do I do with this, right? So I feel like there's clarity coming in with regard to your gifts. There's clarity coming in with regard to guidance from your spirit guides, but it's only if you consistently connect with them and you do the things that are conducive to the overall health of your vibration. Okay, if you do not know what your vibration is, your vibration encompasses your physical body, okay? It encompasses and your soul, your spirit, okay? So if your vibration is off, all right, every part of your body vibrates at a specific frequency. Every single one of your cells vibrates at a specific frequency, okay? As well as your light body or your soul, your spirit, whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? So if anyone here is experiencing inflammation, any digestive issues, any disruption in the body, right? Anything that feels out of whack, out of balance, okay? Let me know what you're feeling like in the body that feels out of balance. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are having brain fog or weight gain or trouble concentrating, mood changes, poor digestion, maybe autoimmune flare-ups, maybe skin issues or flare-ups, maybe joint pain, maybe trouble sleeping, etc., etc., etc. So when you experience those things, okay, that is your body telling you you have a spiritual and a physical imbalance in your vibration. Okay, that needs to be remedied. Part of that remedy are the things I just told you, okay? In addition to that, your nutrition needs to be on point because guess what? Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts and seeds, they all have their own vibration as well, okay? And when you crave specific foods, okay, healthy foods, not processed foods, okay? Pay attention to the healthy foods you crave because that is your body telling you that, hey, those foods have the frequency that will fill any gaps in your vibration to bring healing, to bring balance. Is this making sense to you guys? Okay. Yes, nausea too. Anything that feels out of balance, that does not feel good in the body. Any disruption in the body. Okay? So you guys are your own worst enemy because for those of you who are not doing those, I call them spiritual self-care non-negotiables, okay? If you're not doing those on a consistent basis, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not connecting with your spirit guides on a consistent basis. It's just like relationship building with a person, right? Like if you have a new friendship or a new romantic relationship or a family member relationship, right? Do you not make the effort to stay in communication with that person? Say yes or no in the comments. Say yes or no in the comments. Okay. So when you maintain relationships in your physical reality with other humans, okay, you're not connecting with their body, you're connecting with their energy, right? You don't need a physical body to stay connected with people. That's why, that's how I teach my mediumship course. Like, it's connecting with a ghost or a spirit is the same as connecting with a human. It's just lack of a physical body. So it's the same thing with your spirit guides. So connecting with your spirit guides, same relationship dynamics. You have to actively stay connected with them. So yeah, you can't text them, you can't call them. So what do? You journal, you meditate, okay? That's what you got to do. You have to become as familiar with meditation, grounding, and journaling as you are familiar with texting and calling. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope this is clicking for you because this is going to help you tremendously on your spiritual journey. All right? I really hope this is clicking for you guys. And I haven't even gotten into the spread yet. Have not even gotten into the spread yet. Beautiful. Okay. So, if you guys need help holding yourselves accountable and you want to learn how to do these strategies, and you would like to work with me, comment Jack, just so I have an understanding if anyone would like to hold themselves accountable and take the extra step and work with me in doing this. Okay. All right. If you don't, that's fine too, but you're here for a reason. All right. Anyway. So let's hop into the first card, all right, which is where you're at. Where you're at, okay? King of Swords. King of Swords. So that's Aquarius energy. I feel like you guys are just being like brutally honest with yourselves about something. All right, like brutally honest with yourselves. With this Aquarius energy, okay, this is taking like a hard look in the mirror and making the changes that you know you need to make. 111 in the live, okay? I feel like there is some sort of like mindset shift that you guys are really focused on making. Okay. So the mindset shift could be like getting more organized, managing your time better, managing your energy better. This could also be like, you know, like a serious conversation is coming, or there's something coming to a close in a legal situation as well, and you're going to have to like be in your power. Like, making sure you're speaking from a very logical place, not a place of like being emotional. Does that make sense? All right. I feel like you guys are like, you're very much done with like your shitty self-sabotaging habits, and like not standing up for yourself, standing in your truth, if that makes sense. It's just you want to be the most honest representation of who you are, right? You don't want to present this version of yourself, the old version of yourself that just was never you in the first place, if that makes sense. Okay. Like, so I'll give you guys an example. So here's an example for me. So I've worked with a social media business strategy coach for my social media strategies. Okay. Because in my business, I have a big social media following, and I leverage my social media, yes, to help you guys, but to also help you guys see the value in working with me or downloading one of my guides or courses or whatever else, right? To help you on your spiritual journey. And I've been using the approach that my coach gave me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it helped me figure out that her approach doesn't necessarily work for me exactly. And I was afraid of being direct with you guys, right? Or my social media following, okay? But then I thought, wait a second, and comment confirm if this resonates for y'all. You guys watch me, or you're staying here to watch me if you're new, because I'm a straight shooter. Like, I am transparent AF. I speak to you directly. There's no like hidden agenda here. Like, if I feel you're meant to work with me, I'm going to sit here and say, you're here for a reason. You're meant to fucking work with me. So go sign up for one of my classes or go download one of my guides that are extremely affordable. Okay. There's no excuse, right? So I was afraid to just be very direct, like King of Swords energy. This is the most direct energy, right? Standing in my truth. Like, if I think that some of you here are meant to work with me, I'm going to be like, some of you are meant to work with me, go to the link in my bio and go sign up for the course that your intuition calls you to. Period, dot, end of story. Okay. So, but I was afraid of doing that because that's not the way I was coached to do it, right? But it's the way my intuition was telling me to do it. Does that make sense to you guys? So I hope this is like translating. Like, I was my own worst enemy, right? I was sabotaging my own success because I was afraid of doing things the way that my intuition was telling me to do it. All right. So sometimes when you work with a coach or a mentor, it's a kickoff point, right? Like, like when I work with one-on-one clients, not everything I say may translate to them doing it exactly the way that I'm telling them to. They may find their own way, but with some of the practices I've given. Does that make sense, right? Or just inspiring them to take a different approach. So now I'm just going to be unapologetic about like telling you guys, hey, whether you sign up to work with me or not, I believe in infinite abundance in the universe. I don't really care if you sign up with me or not. But hey, if you're here, you're probably meant to work with me. So hold yourself fucking accountable. There you go. Sorry, but that's the example. 111 in the live. Can't make this shit up. Just legit cannot make this shit up. Okay. And also, you guys, as I am talking, I just got an order for one of my guides. Someone just paid for a guide from one of my social media posts where I changed my strategy, where I was like, if you're seeing this, you're meant to work with me, go do it. See what I mean? But anyway, that's just one example. I just wanted to give you guys like a little example of from my personal life, right? Because I'm transparent with you guys. All right. Also, with my eating, it's similar too. So for anyone who's new here, I was diagnosed with anorexia when I was 12. So food fixation has been a big struggle for me my entire life. I've had a lot of food anxiety. I've restricted. I used to binge eat. It really had controlled my life for a very, very, very long time. And I was in this like restrict binge cycle for years of my life, especially when I was bodybuilding professionally. Yes, I was a bodybuilder for a while. And I had to take a really hard look at the habits that I was perpetuating, that I was keeping in my life that were really unhealthy. And I had to look at the emotional component of what I was doing, right? Like, why was I keeping these unhealthy habits around food, right? And that was really, really difficult, you guys. And I had to work with someone to help me get out of that. You know, and listen, I have my master's in nutrition and dietetics. Like, I'm very well educated in the nutrition space, but I needed help. I needed accountability. Does that make sense? So I feel like a lot of you guys like need accountability, a hard look in the mirror, someone to help you take that hard look in the mirror and like get you off this like instant gratification train and help you make long-term change. Does that make sense? Comment resonate if that resonates for you guys. Okay. Anyway, I hope it does. And guys, please keep tapping the screen to like the live. We got a 50K like goal, y'all. All right, so now, the second card is what's crossing you or potential challenge. All right, so 6 of Swords. Okay, I feel like someone's coming out of the blue. Has anyone been feeling like someone's coming out of the blue? All right, 6 of Swords. So if this is the challenge would be moving on mentally from something. Okay, like seeing like the light at the end of the rainbow. Does that make sense? Or sorry, light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. It's like moving on from an Aquarius, maybe a divine masculine who just like is not giving you anything emotional. Okay, nothing emotional. Or this is like moving on from that like that self-sabotaging structure you've held on to for so long, that you've had those habits that are really hard to kick. Okay. Tabitha, I see your text messages. I just can't answer them right now, but I'll take a look after the live. Anyway, is this resonating for you guys? It's just difficulty mentally moving on from something or from someone that has been like an old truth, like something in your comfort zone, but that's like a self-sabotaging comfort zone, right? Okay. So the third card is what to focus on. Oh, the third card is what to focus on over the next 5 days for you guys. The Star. Focusing on what's in alignment for you. Focusing on what you want versus what you don't want. I feel like shifting negative mentality. Shifting out of worry and focusing on optimism. This is also for some of you focusing on your Reiki certification, getting your Reiki certification, focusing on your purpose, like what you were placed on this earth to do. Comment purpose if you guys have been like focused on what is going to bring me fulfillment in my own life, but also like in being of service. Okay? Purpose. Like it's like you guys just, if you're here and you resonate with my energy, you have a big purpose to be of service. Big time. And I feel like, especially with this retrograde, you guys are like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? But it's also like, because Mercury retrograde was transiting through Taurus, I feel like there were some things getting jumbled up in there. Like, how can I make money doing this? How can I create like a stable lifestyle helping people, right? Is it okay for me to make money and help people heal, right? That's for some of you. For others, it's like focusing on yourself. This week is the week to focus on you. Also, I feel like there's a miracle coming in. The star is a miracle card, like wish upon a star. What to focus on? Be positive about a manifestation. Like, I feel like if there was one wish you could make, what would it be? Put it in the comments and focus on the outcome you want. Okay? You guys should be scripting this week. All right? We're out of the eclipse energy, so scripting is a really powerful manifestation technique, right? So wish upon a star. So when you're journaling or when you're scripting, at the top of the page, 111 in the live, you guys better pay attention to this. You're going to write, this or something better has manifested for my highest good, bringing harm to none. Okay. And then you're going to script or write down the exact outcome of how it played out. Okay. And this cannot be for anyone else, okay? So don't try to manifest like a person or whatever, okay? That's messing with another person's free will. Focus on yourself. A lot of you guys, especially as healers, as empaths, we tend to focus on other people when we try to manifest. Don't do that. Focus on you and what you want and what you need. Your needs are the most important. Okay. Also, what to focus on, again, guys, who here is like shifting like their nutrition, their exercise routine, maybe focusing on stress management, like weight management, something like that. There's something about healing the body, but through getting rid of bad habits or negative energies. Anything that like depletes you. You get me? Keep focusing on that, because the star, if you notice, there's 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. The water is the connection to spirit, okay? Your emotional well-being as well. And then the foot on the land is the connection to the body. So focus on how your physical healing is tied to your spiritual wellness. That's why I keep bringing up like the journaling, the meditating, the grounding, because that will help you decrease inflammation, decrease, help you with weight loss if you need to lose weight, or gaining healthy weight. Someone commented that, okay? See how eating healthfully translates to you being more open spiritually, meditating better, right? Because you're in a better mood, you feel better. All right. So focusing on that primarily, but also like, if you know you have a bigger purpose in this life, get out of your own way and go pursue it. This message came through for my TikTok pre-recorded readings this morning. Like, rather than investing your money or energy into like, what did I say in my reading? I think I said like the Starbucks coffee, the going out to eat. It's like budgeting energetically, whether it's money, time, your physical energy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Budgeting your energy to your personal development, your spiritual development, your health and wellness, rather than like, oh, I've got this to pay for and I don't want to give up this, I don't want to give up that. Okay, then continue feeling like shit, and eventually you won't even be able to spend money on that. Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know. Comment makes sense. All right, there's something about you guys spending money on something that's like not conducive to like the long game. It's more instant gratification because y'all are just trying to make yourself feel better. Because you got low self-worth trauma that you're still healing. Okay? So when you say you don't have like the time, the energy, the money to do something, to take a course, a class, to meditate, to do something for yourself, that's bullshit. Okay? I'm calling you out on your own bullshit. It's crap. Okay? I guarantee you can find a way to do it. It's just what's more important to you. You staying where you are and like doing the comfortable thing, or you making changes that will help you and affect you down the line, future. Okay? It's all about reprioritization, right? Anyway, so it's like prioritizing your healing journey, but by doing that, accountability is big for you guys, okay? Anyway, I digress. So the fourth card represents the recent past. So I said 3 weeks ago is what I was feeling, okay? We got 2 cards for this. So the recent past, 7 of Swords and Justice. Something unfair happened. That's immediately what I heard. Something unfair. Why did they get away with this? Now, this could be a company, a person. Like, how did they get away with this? Does that make sense to you guys? What was unfair that happened 3 weeks ago to you? Does that make sense? Something unfair. Or someone or something threw you out of whack, like threw you out of balance. This could be a legal situation, okay? It could be a contractual situation, employment, maybe something with a Libra, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have heavy Aquarius energy here. It could be a situation where you felt victimized, okay? Where you felt victimized. Like something was taken from you unfairly. Let me know what that means to you in the comments. Something taken from you unfairly. Now, this could have been like your peace of mind was taken unfairly. Maybe money was taken from you, property, a job. Like it could be anything. Could be anything. Something was taken from you. Could be time. There's something about the number 3. So it could be 3 weeks. It could be 3 months, 3 years. I don't know. Okay. Could be the 3rd month. So it could be March. Okay. So I feel like karmically, whatever was taken from you is being replaced by better. Something stole your peace, for sure. And you were blindsided from it. That 8 of Swords and 7 of Swords gave me you were blindsided by it. Like it was unexpected. You didn't see it coming, maybe. It's either that or you didn't understand the reasoning behind it. All right. Now, your strengths for the next 5 days. 3 of Cups, your community. 3 of Cups, your community is your strength. So an example would be like my TikTok lives are a community, right? So if you find strength and fun and comfort and security in this community right here where you are right now in my lives, comment community. It's just 3 of Cups. There's strength within your friends, within your soul family. These would be people that you trust, that support you and love you. Okay, support you and love you. Now, for some, this is a call to build a community. So, okay, this is a very random message. Some of you are struggling on social media to grow, okay? Mm-hmm. And shut up, really? Okay, cool. Some of you are struggling on social media to grow. Now, stick with me. This is just for some of you, all right? Comment social media if that resonates. It's because you have, like, either a story or something to share that's very powerful, but you're not using like your ability to like bring people together. Okay, you have a strength to bring people together. Okay, yeah, a lot of you guys. This is either like having fun posting on social media rather than overthinking it. For others, it's focus on building community. How can you connect with people through your story, through what you've been through? It's an emotional connection, right? It's not so like informational. To me, this is like needing to get out of your head. Your strength is also your energy. Like your energy is attractive to people. Like I don't know if you notice people really like being around you, if that makes sense to you. Okay. People really, really love being around you. And like that is a strength, right? Because the way that your spirit guides are translating this to me, 111, if you can attract people like around you, like in your physical reality, what makes you think you can't attract them virtually or online or on social media? Okay, there's something here about you have a story to tell. There's a connection you can make with people. And it's through your energy. It's an emotional connection. And it's just like you guys need to learn how to translate that. Does that make sense? This is directed to everyone. It's a collective reading. You have like a magnetism. You have a magnetism to you. That's your strength. You just don't believe it. You don't believe it because I feel like somewhere along the line, someone told you like you either weren't special or you were ordinary, you were boring, like there's nothing special about you, or you were made to feel that way. Maybe that's what was taken from you, right? That confidence. Yeah, I feel like confidence was stolen from you for some reason. Something or someone stole your confidence. Let me know in the comments who stole your confidence. This wouldn't be recent. This would be like a while ago. This is giving me like inner child vibes. Your strength is that you're able to create community and connect with people on a deep level. You just don't realize how strong you are. You just don't realize how strong you are. So it's almost like needing to learn how to connect with people on an energetic level. Does that make sense? Because when you know how to connect with people on an energetic level, whether you do it in person or on social media, it doesn't really friggin' matter. Does that make sense to you guys? Because energy translates no matter what the avenue is, right? Is that making sense? Yeah, so stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Like, I get this, like, pressure to perform, right? I'm almost done. Sorry, it's my fiance. We're going to the gym together. What I would say is your strength for this week is your connection, is your magnetism. What I would say is, like, tap into that inner child and write down. I'm seeing a journal, so stick with me here. I'm seeing a journal. Take your journal and write down like your ideal community. And I don't mean the ideal community you want to create. Like, I mean the ideal community you want to be a part of, because what you want to be a part of is what you're meant to create. Is this making sense to you? What community are you a part of now, or would have like the hey Eve, good morning, the characteristics or the aspects of the community you want to be a part of, that you would find value in? That's the community you're meant to create. Does that make sense? I know, isn't this pretty? I'm thinking about partnering with this company because it's literally, this is a leather cover and then it's just refillable. So like you just got to get the refills. I love this journal. I do love this journal so much. Anyway, is this making sense to you guys? Like, I hope this isn't a tablet. I'll send you the link. I know, because I don't want to change the cover. I love the cover. Yeah, it's like, it's almost like you guys just need to learn how to energetically, like, connect with people, like, magnetize the people that you're meant to, like, attract. Does that make sense to you guys? Comment, I want to learn, if that makes sense to you. Comment, I want to learn, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, here we go. Wild Warrior Priestess, you just have to go to the link in my TikTok bio and join the Lunar Coven. Sorry guys, so much resonating today. Good, I'm glad. Wild Warrior Priestess. So Wild Warrior Priestess, you just have to pay the $222, and then sign up for the monthly. So it's an initial $222, and then there's a monthly to stay in the group. Because that $222 covers all the previous lessons that are in our private group, okay? So let me know if you want to do that. Anyway, so for everyone who's commenting, I want to learn, just really, really quick. If you want to learn from me and you want to make an investment in yourself, right? Comment Jack, and I'll tell you guys where to go, where I teach you how to do that. Tabitha, that's going to be the level 2 healer workshop. So let me know if you want to do that in the mediumship level too. Okay. Anyway. All right. So, let's do the 6th card. Okay, so everyone who's commenting Jack, if you want to learn how to do that with your energy, just go to the link in my TikTok bio, sign up for my How to Be a Healer workshop. Go do it now. Okay? Go do it now. Accountability is like a big part of this reading, so if you're going to go do it, comment confirm, and I will shout you out when I see you actually sign up and hold yourself accountable. All right? Anyway, near future, Ace of Wands. Oh, I love that. A new opportunity. I just heard a new lease on life. Knowing the direction you're meant to go. Knowing the direction you're meant to go, guys. That's huge. That is huge. Let me know in the comments, what difference would it make if you knew the direction that you're meant to go? Near future would be the 5th day, okay? And that is shortly after Jupiter moves out of Aries into Taurus. When Jupiter moves into Taurus, the planet of expansion and abundance moves into Taurus, the sign that represents everything tangible. Okay, you're going to see positive turns in your health, in your money, your finances, your career, okay? So Ace of Wands is saying get excited, get ready for some sort of really positive, exciting shift to happen in the next 5 days. Big time. And something that you thought was like a hindrance, something you thought was a weakness of yours is actually a strength. something that people connect with here. This Eight of Swords, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands is giving me like you overcoming like a mental block or like a self-sabotaging habit. I'm hearing imposter syndrome for some of you. Okay. How you overcame that is how you're meant to connect with people in part. Okay. 55% of my battery, 5, the number of change, positive change. Alrighty. All right, so let's get into the 7th card, which is the suggested approach. All right, suggested approach for this week. 6 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. Don't discount your success. Ooh, okay, hold on. You're worth every single penny. You are worth it. Do not discount your value. Didn't I say something about contracts or settlements or employment or something like that earlier on in the reading? If you are offered something like a job, a contract, a business opportunity, a settlement of some sort, okay, know your worth. Know your worth. Be unapologetic about asking for what you want. This could be in a relationship sense as well. Like, you know what you deserve. You know what you need. Okay? Ask for it. Be unapologetic about it. Because you have done the work, babe. You're no longer conflicted. By the end of this week, guys, you're not going to be conflicted about what you want. You're successfully overcoming a lot of self-worth trauma here. The suggested approach also is to gracefully walk away from anyone who rejected or abandoned you, okay? I feel like there's someone, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Cap, it could be an Aquarius, could be a Libra, it doesn't have to be though. I said something about someone coming back around. If that person does, there's no doubt in your mind that you're past this person. The suggested approach is to keep on moving forward. Okay? That's for some of you. But the big message here is don't accept less than you deserve. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. Okay? I'll give you an example. One of my my Reiki clients who meets with me on a consistent basis for Reiki sessions, okay? She and I have been working on her solar plexus, her self-worth issues, her inner child healing, etc., okay? And she really dislikes her job and she wants to make a change. And I'm like, okay, well, what in an ideal world, what would your ideal job have? And we talked about salary, we talked about like work from home, the type of people she wants to work with, how she feels when she's doing her job, because the emotional component is the most important. And I was like, okay, so you're working with a recruiter, whatever. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, did you tell the recruiter all the things you told me? And she was like, well, and I'm like, oh my goodness, no. And I'm like, she didn't tell the recruiter she wanted a remote job, okay? She was like, well, I could go in a couple days a week. And I'm like, well, that's what you don't like about your job now. You want straight remote work. So tell the recruiter what you want because you deserve it. Is this making sense to you guys? Right? She was trying to accommodate because she didn't truly believe she deserved the remote work, right? She didn't believe she deserved what she wanted. So she was like, oh shit, I better compromise my needs. So just in case I don't get what I want, right? So there's that fear there, right? Comment makes sense. It's making sense to you guys. So don't do that. Don't compromise your needs because there's a part of you that doesn't believe you deserve what you actually deserve, okay? So the 8th card is what you need to know about the next 5 days. 5 of Cups and the Knight of Cups reversed. If you keep focusing on the negative outcome, you'll never attract what you want. If you keep fixating on what you lost, you'll never receive what you're meant to get. You'll miss it. You won't see it. Does that make sense? So 5 of Cups Stop focusing on what was lost. Focus on what is to be gained. Okay? Knight of Cups reversed. No one outside of yourself can give you the love that you deserve. If you want love from a person, from a relationship, now this could be any type of relationship, family member, friend, romantic partner. If you don't give that love to yourself, if you're still, like, if your tank is empty with regard to the self-love, you're never going to get the love from your external relationships. You got to focus on you. I just feel like you guys have sacrificed your emotional needs for so long that you need to be made aware of it. That's where this is coming in, because you didn't feel like you deserved what you actually wanted, so you constantly compromised what you need emotionally. Okay? So what you need to know is that strategy is not going to work. It never did. It never did. All right. So the ninth card represents your hopes and fears. 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles hopes is that some of you get the settlement, some of you get the inheritance, some of you, like for some it's winning the lottery. For some it's, I also heard too, what you need to know, don't focus on the past losses. Don't focus on the past, you not getting what you wanted in the past, because the you now is different than you back then, okay? 10 of Pentacles, the hope is that you gain the stability in either your career space, your finances, your relationships, because that's all Pentacle suit, okay? Or having a long-lasting, stable foundation in your self-worth and passing that down to your children, to future generations. Okay. The fear is staying stuck in generational cycles. That's the fear, right? Now, the potential outcome, Queen of Cups. Your intuition being proven right. Intuition being proven right. Queen of Cups. I almost feel like being seen as the mentor, not being the follower. Does that make sense? Like, acknowledgement. I just feel like if your emotions have not been acknowledged by a person, or just by you, I feel like there's some sort of like really positive acknowledgement of how far you've come. This is just overall the outcome of the next 5 days is you being in a very balanced, peaceful, emotional place. And the Queen of Cups, this chalice she's holding, it almost looks like a trophy. So I feel like there's some sort of achievement that you're getting that you're achieving this week that brings you a lot of peace, a lot of stability. It could be from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a mother figure. This could be healing with mother wounds as well, or with a mother figure, or your role as a mother. I also feel like, too, it's a solid connection with your intuition. I'm hearing the word trust, like trust in yourself. So comment trust if you feel like you've struggled trusting your intuition or yourself for a long period of time. But I'll pull one oracle card. Oh, wow. I cannot make this shit up, dude. Did I not talk about vibration and adjusting your how you magnetize, how you attract, but also your health and wellness? Look, energy field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health. This is my Oracle of Mermaids oracle deck. Wow. It is time to cleanse and clear your aura immediately, without delay, addressing its imbalances and lovingly tending to its needs and giving it as much priority as your own physical body at this time. Guys, this is the first thing I talked about in this reading today. Time to have an auric reading by someone who is trustworthy and reputable, and time to act on what you learn. Did I not say, like, if you're here, you're meant to work with me in some capacity? So if anyone wants to book a Reiki session with me to have an auric cleansing, so you have a better understanding of your blocks and what needs to be healed, please comment Reiki. Oh my gosh. Wow. Understand that there is great cleansing available to you within nature and within your own energy field too. It is time for you to acknowledge too that you occasionally, sometimes frequently, see and feel and connect with people's auras yourself. And the more you feel and acknowledge this to yourself, the more tuned in and aware you become. You are sensitive to others' auras too at this time. Be sure to balance and cleanse yours rather than focusing on the imbalances and disturbances you sense in others. Know too that you must be sensitive and ethical when you pick things up from another. So this is learning how to cleanse your energy properly, guys. No spontaneous readings unless spirit closely steps in. The mermaids will assist with when and how to deliver any message you are receiving promptings about. Mama Melissa, if you have a negative attachment, you got to work with someone to get rid of it. How do you know you have a negative attachment, Melissa? Who told you that? Just curious. Anyway, so if anyone wants to learn how to cleanse their energy, all right, how to pick up your own energetic imbalances and cleanse them, comment cleanse in the comments, all right, because all of you here are empaths. Like, let me just throw that out there. All of you are empaths, but you're not taught how to manage your energy, how to cleanse your energy properly, right? It's really, 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 really important. So okay. Melissa, I'm getting that's like your shadow. I don't feel like, this is just what I'm picking up, Melissa. I feel like it's your shadow side. I don't feel like it's like a negative entity personally. That's just my own opinion or what I'm feeling from you. The reason why I won't let you go is because it's your shadow. It's part of who you are. You're not meant to run from it. You're meant to integrate it. That's just what I'm getting. Anyway, divine sensuality. It says making love, erotica. So clearly that has a spiritual meaning. So hold on. That's like sacral chakra vibes, guys. Sacral chakra. Okay. It is possible at this time that you are being judged by others for the choices and relationships you have chosen or may be about to choose. Please know it is your birthright to choose freely. Please know it is your birthright to choose freely who you give yourself to and why. The only question is whether this is a sacred and honorable exchange, whether this feels like it is a good choice for you personally. It is time to put aside societal and even cultural and traditional norms and judgments about who we choose and how we choose to enact. There is a boundary being broken through as long as this is a free choice of your own and one that brings you wisdom, health, joy, and respect. It is not for others to make this choice. It is yours alone. Break through the fear. 111. Okay. Wow. That's what I got for you guys. So whatever you guys are afraid to pursue or do because of like societal norms, what your family says, fear, because you have fear of judgment, do it anyway. Okay, your intuition is calling you to it for a reason. And then you got to cleanse your energy, guys. I feel like a lot of this fear or like energy you're feeling is like not your own for some of you. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. All right. But before I go, who here would like to learn how to read energy, cleanse your energy properly, connect with your spirit guides, all right, and build a relationship with them, and also tap into life purpose, your life purpose, how you're meant to be of service? Let me know in the comments. You're welcome.